okay, this time may have elapsed since I posted the last video with quinoa, but it's been barely 2 minutes since we did the last review.
The joy of the internet, time is elastic.
Yes, indeed. So we're going to try another one now. Let's get it out the special camera bag of joy. And it is...
Ooh, Otley.
Otley O8 Epic. 8%. But it's a nice tiny bottle, so
that's
between
pretty
those will be
epic.
fine. So I've had lots of Otley before. I've never, if it's served properly, I've never had a bad Otley beer. I don't know about you.
I've always found Otley. I've had a couple of decent Otleys. I always used to find that a lot of their beer was didn't have much condition. Sorry, not condition, carbonation. So it was always quite flat. So having it out of a bottle will be interesting to see what they've done with it.
So these guys are from Pontypridd in Wales.
Pontypridd.
I do apologise. When I went to university in Aberystwyth.
Cymru Ambith.
That place too. So now, interesting. The book actually, I don't know if I mentioned this before. The book actually differentiates between England, Scotland, and Wales because obviously it's a book from England. Well, yes, quite. So Wales, but unfortunately, as you see, Wales hasn't got exactly a very large range, which it should because I think the beer in Wales is actually pretty decent these days.
Given some of the ones I just quickly saw on that list, I think this book definitely needs a rejig.
Yes. So
there we go.
First brewed in 2005 in Wales. Otley, I mean, how long have they been going now?
How many fingers?
10 years? 20 years?
No, not long. I think first brewed 2005. That's pretty much when they started, I think, early 2000s.
So, this says that it is a smooth, strong and rare golden ale. But, according to the book, this is interesting, when does a golden ale stop being a golden ale? The campaign for real ale classifies this beer as a barley wine, despite the protest of the brewers. So, but it hasn't got away with success. It's won gold medals every year since it was first brewed. Whenever the book last wrote that, despite being what some may describe mistakenly as an extreme beer, it's attracting new drinkers, especially women in significant numbers.
The lady card, ladies.
So. Definitely a blonde-coloured ale. It's tasting notes, by the way. With a bruised hue. I don't like the idea of a bruised beer, do you?
No.
Okay. Concentrated hop aromas are floral and citrusy, and the beer fools the tongue into thinking that tart citrus fruit is present. Then the alcohol asserts itself and leaves you with a long, warming finish.
So it bruises the hue and then fools your tongue.
Yes.
So is this the Fagin of beers?
Yes, maybe it is. I didn't comment on the last beer's design because it was rubbish. I did a little bit, but I actually quite like the Otley logo and design. And actually, this bottle it's like a Devel bottle. It's a nice little classic stubby bottle. I do quite like the neck. Right.
Big hiss. Yeah.
Whoa! Cowboy.
So unusually, carbonation appears to be plenty of it.
Yeah. So this one is definitely not flat.
No.
It smells great.
Have a whiff?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is definitely one you can smell coming.
Now, I've no idea this is bottle conditions or not.
No, it doesn't look. It looks very clear, so I'm imagining not. Let's hold it up and see if I can see any little sea monsters in there.
No.
Looks all right. Yeah, sea monsters. They were at the bottom. Well done, James. You've polluted my pint. It's turned into a Goddard special. Never mind. I'm sure Ross will be able to finish it off later. He wouldn't have drunk it if it was.
I do apologise. I'm sure you can still drink it. A bit of use won't do you any harm. So, contrary to what Connor thought about Otley beers, this has got a lot of carbonation. A lot of carbonation. 2 finger heads.
Oh, I've got it.
5 finger heads.
Three finger head.
Let's have a smell of this. It's very, very hoppy. Very sweet.
There's a massive bang of yeast. Although, admittedly, I've got the dregs of it, so...
Sorry.
I'm never going to let him forget this. No. Right.
Inwards. Cheers.
Cheers. Can't really do the swirl, because it's so thick.
Core.
Oh, lummy. When it goes in, you think, oh, this isn't too bad for an 8% beer. That's going in quite nicely, and then suddenly there's a big alcoholic rip down both sides of your tongue.
It's quite spicy, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely spice. I have to admit, there's a particular taste to it that I'm not mad keen on.
I'm trying to work out what it tastes of. Like, I can't put my finger on the taste.
Aniseed?
Yeah.
It's aniseed.
Yeah, I think it is aniseed.
I hate aniseed, which is probably why I'm not really liking it that much.
I hate licorice. Don't really like aniseed. It's like they put fennel in it or something.
Oh, fennel. Good shout, yeah. My missus loves fennel. Horrible, stinky stuff. The fennel, not my missus.
She's definitely not stinky. She might be horrible at times. Yeah, not what to say about this. I mean, it is.
I can see why Camera would say it's a barley wine based on how it kind of tastes. Really, it is very much in the old school barley wine. People with not many teeth and strange haircuts drink it by the gallon, and everybody else has a little nip and decides it's probably not for them.
I must say that I probably wouldn't drink it again. You know what? If I see it on and say, "Can I have a sample?" The sample glass will probably be enough of just to wet my lips with it.
I think it's very particular. It's certainly with the previous beer we did, the Meteor Pills. It was kind of meh. It wasn't terribly exciting. It was alright for what it was, but I suppose this is a bit like aniseed itself or mushrooms. One of those kind of things that divides people. You love them or hate them, but you generally don't tread a middle line and say, "Oh, I don't really care." I think you'll definitely have an opinion on this if you drank it.
It's made with Whitbread Golding variant hops, which is a little known variant of the classic Golding, which is from Kent, which is pronounced sweet version, and it's got Williamette hops as well. But I've never had that version of Golding, but I can't imagine that will add the fennel flavour, and Williamette doesn't taste like fennel. Very, very, very interesting beer. I'm not quite sure where that kind of aniseed taste comes from, but yeah,
it's a mystery, boy. It's an absolute mystery.
Let's leave it there. Pontypridd.
No star.